Hello everybody, welcome to Forensic Healing Principles module. I'm excited to come back to the beginning of forensic healing and come back and give you an overview, because all the videos that you have were created one at a time. And now I've been using forensic healing for over a decade now. I can give you an overview so that it's easier for you to progress through each module, starting from principles, energy, physics, emotion, spirit, and soul. And it's easier than you think it will be. So this is to welcome you and to welcome you to a system. Hello, those that are watching. And if you want to come on this webinar, I might be able to bring you on. If you've got any questions or you want to come on, it's about principles module though. So first and foremost, I'm just going to let you know there are only sort of two main rules to forensic healing. That is, open the case and close the case. So that will allow if there's any mistakes, or you forget something, or you haven't completed something, or whatever, it doesn't matter, because closing the case will integrate everything and make sure that nothing's left undone that should be sorted out. Opening the case makes sure that all the right information also comes up. It makes sure that everything is set up. It's a bit like having an intention for the day, and the opening of the case and closing the case is super powerful. I do it every day of my life. I know other people do it, and it changes their life, and it brings in a lot of protection. So it's really great. Now, what I've got here is now you can get physical copies. They're an extra cost, but you can print them off. So in your resources section, you've got your manual and then the DVDs. Now there's quite a few DVDs there. And forensic healing in principles module is brought down to more basic, whereas if you go and to the soul module, that has the final protocol that you will use. It's been added to, it's been advanced, it's been upgraded, it's got new words in it, because over 10 years, things change, which is the beauty of having a system that's not government, deliberately not government accredited, because I then can have the opportunity to change and upgrade and as the planet has been doing, as you can see. The other beautiful thing is with forensic healing, I've noticed a lot of people coming to our site, wanting practitioners and asking for healing. So that's great. And, we're in a time where everything can be done via Skype, which a lot of people are preferring to do, and a lot of people are stressed in the world. So it's a great opportunity to be part of the solution to the planet. So thank you for your hearts and everything like that. So with principles module, it goes through just kind of, the information about what chakras are, what energy is, how we're holographic. It goes through all the basic information on our energy systems. So the most important thing with an energy system is the quality of energy, to ensure that it is good quality, because you can know a lot of stuff and, but if the quality is not good, then that it's not going to make any difference. It will hinder the healing process. And then it talks about being a healer. So the thing about being a healer will be you need to take yourself seriously. If you don't take yourself seriously, others won't. And as you know, the world hasn't taken healers seriously. They haven't, acknowledged the gift that we offer in the healing shattered souls in a shattered world. Of course, it's, everything is reversed, but that's okay. It's okay, but take yourself seriously, present yourself well, make sure you join, participate in our forensic healing group. There's opportunities for you to give people a reading for a condition they have. It's basically, we just provide an age in childhood and a negative life pattern. That is quite powerful on showing someone where something came from. So the overview of forensic healing basically is this. You're an energy field. of experiences of your past. That's who you are. You are your past. So we go into the energy field and we remove the traumas, stresses, the negative impact, the coding, anything that's been done, said, you've experienced, it's entered your energy field, affected you. We remove that does not work for you. And there's a layering process to that. You don't go in one hit. You'll be going through this lifetime and then past lifetimes. And don't ever say, I thought I dealt with that, because it's, big stuff is it becomes who you are. And you have to take whatever's done to you and transmute it, transform it, transcend it into something great. All right. So anyway, but it goes through a lot of things, in that manual, the manual's there, and then the videos are there to walk you through stuff. Now, don't stress about trying to understand forensic healing, because just don't know how it all will go together. I'm going to give you the overview right now. You open the case. There'll be some profile to start with someone. We profile them, like what's their archetype, what's their negative life pattern, what's their belief system. Then we find a bit of information, and then we heal, and then we close the case. Now, I'm going to let you know that when I created the first 5 modules, it wasn't quite as simple as that. So there's a little bit of, you might get a little bit confused. And I'm just going to show you where you might get in the what I call the magic box. There's that colored box that you might go, because there it is. Here's the colored box. So that colored box has words in it. So don't get too stressed about that colored box. In the end, we just use it as a scan list. But when you are doing each module, you will be doing principles modules, so that therefore that I think it's been a while since I looked at, you probably just pick a word. Yes. You're just going to pick a word from there, from those scan lists. And then when you get to the heal part, when you're in principles, you're just going to do the principles healings, which are so basic. They're like chakra healing. They're like age release healing. Simple but powerful. There's many reasons why it's going to be powerful, because it's in the vortex of forensic healing, which has a lot of energy, a lot of preparation, a lot of cleansing, a lot of good stuff behind it. Right. So basically, you open the case, profile someone, get some information, and then you're going to just scan the principles healing pathways. And then you'll close the case. Now, that's the overview of the protocol. Now, if you're, let's talk about the energy shift. Now, the energy shift, I get people to muscle test, which is when the arm is up and then you feel it move down, or you go from an unlocked where it's loose and then it tightens up. Plus, use your body. I call it an energy shift, so that you start to activate your energy, you activate your honing skills, you activate your guidance system for your life, for it becomes more powerful when you actually feel it in your body. And that's what's happened to me. My body will move, and I'll also I'll test with the arm, or I'll just test with my body. It doesn't matter what way you test, but I encourage you to try and use that energy shift where your body, where you're standing and then you feel your body move in any way. When it moves, it's the shift. It confirms the word. It confirms the age. It confirms, confirms the healing pathway. That can take time. Now, if you're saying I'm struggling with the energy shift, that's okay. I struggled my whole life. People struggle. It just means that you haven't trained yourself to really feel. You've trained yourself not to feel. The more you feel, the more you will feel the answers. You'll be able to feel your client. And the same for your client. The more your client feels safe, and the more they surrender, the more you can get in and do the healing. So that's why I ask for only the people that I can help. And that way, I always get a great outcome. I've been changing through this whole journey, and I am always pushed. It's funny, I think I do what would I call it? It's like boot camp. It's like I push myself into some crazy spiritual protocols to free myself that you would think I'm crazy. It's like, yeah, it's when you push yourself and then you do something. The reason why I do push myself, whether it's fasting, whether it's shamanic healing, because my energy changes, and then I can use the forensic healing system. I become a better canvas. And when I push myself out of that comfort zone where it's so uncomfortable, I'm changing my blueprint. So therefore, forensic healing is so much more powerful, and I'm more connected. I've just changed myself where we need to change, because the way we're being coded and programmed and the way we are isn't our true selves, or we don't see our true selves. So just sort of let you know on that one. So basically, principles, it will be just the basics. So watch the videos and go through each step, practice, use the body shift. Now, if you don't have someone to practice on, you can apply, for instance, there's a few here, chakra healing. So this, you can apply it on yourself and say you are going to surrogate for yourself. So it says scan the body. So you'll be scanning the body, and then place your hands over where you get the end. So you'll be standing there, you get the shift, and then you hold it. It says place your hand. So you can actually do the healings on yourself. And then I confirm it's done. Done. So I can actually practice on myself, right? Anyway, if you've got any questions, we have a place where you can, a course that you go in, you place a question on it, and I will go in and answer it. Those answers stay in there for everyone to view, so that I'm not repeating myself with the questions, and everyone can benefit from your great questions. Yes. Rightio. So, and the feet vibration healing, that's where you shake the feet. I do that a lot now. If you've come to live training, you'll see me shaking the feet a lot, only because I didn't realize how powerful it would be. Shaking the feet is like this energy comes through you and then it whoosh out. So principles alone is super powerful to change stuff. So just as you go through, just do what you can. Don't stress. The forensic healing is so easy. Once you get through it, it's actually so easy that you can use it. I didn't want it to be complex. So don't get caught up in anything that might look complex. Just basically, as long as you open and close the case, you find out what the information is in the middle, or basically it's going to revert. The first stage needs to be in childhood, and that's going to show you where they're programmed. So basically, look at a bit like this. Say someone says, I struggle in relationships, I keep getting people that judge me or something like that. Then it goes back to an age where maybe their parents divorced, they felt abandoned, they felt judged, their father didn't see them, or mother, whatever, it will parallel some way. We just keep doing a cycle, and you're just going to have to use your forensics brain and find the cycle of how the same scenario in childhood is being done in adulthood. That's really it. And that's a huge epiphany. And then you do a healing to release that programming in whatever, do one of the principles healing and close the case. So it's actually pretty easy. I hope that's a good overview. Don't forget, any questions, go to that question. It's in the question course is on the online courses, and then you go to Forensic Healing Add-ons. It'll be there. It'll also be added to your profile if you've been signing up of late, and ask the questions there. I'll be happy to answer them, and that will be a great resource for everybody, okay? So thank you for joining me. I can't see anyone coming on, so we'll be talking about energy on the next one. All right, so take care. Ciao.